backups, you're free to engage.
Hey, what's up guys? Goped Fred here, and today I will go ahead and teach you how to be a better Call of Duty player. And honestly, any shooter game this will actually work in, because all shooter games have the same concept really. So just listen up and I will go ahead and give you a few tips and tricks at how to be better at the game. So first off, I would say definitely find a gun that you're comfortable with. Like me, I like to think that I'm comfortable with most guns, honestly. I really do like the precision guns though. I don't know why. I've always kind of had a thing for precision guns. I like the fact that as long as I'm on my shot, that I could kill somebody close or far, and I could kill them in not as many bullets as like per se having an SMG. So it's definitely nice. Like in this gameplay I have the XR2 and I honestly play it to my advantage. I try to, play back a little bit and play to my precision, and I really think it works out for me well. So just play to the gun that you're comfortable with. Like I see a lot of people using the Goped because that is a really great gun. And that will work in pretty much any game because everybody can find that one gun that they're just really comfortable with, that they really like using. And it especially goes for like if you have an enemy team that is really good and they're playing really up close, like you could use that gun and you could definitely have a nice advantage over them. And it definitely helps your gameplay out a lot. Like it will help you increase the amount of kills that you get, and it'll honestly just like that you're gonna have fun with that gun anytime you use it because you know that gun really well. Another thing is, guys, teamwork. Like you will always see me playing with my cousin. If you ever see me in my live streams, like I pretty much live stream with him all the time now, and especially even in my gameplays, you'll see him. His name is DMiller513, and I really like playing with him because we complement each other's playstyles really well, and we just know how to honestly use teamwork, and it helps because if he dies or something like that, then he's going to tell me, hey, watch out for that guy behind you, and it's almost like having another like little radar. And not to mention, it definitely helps in this game because teammates are one of a kind. Like they are really hard to come by, and it's nice to know that someone actually has your backs in these games. So I would definitely say run team whenever you can, because if not, you're just going to have some person that A, might not know the game as well, and B, chances are you're not really going to be able to talk to them, and it just really works out a lot better if you have teamwork on your side. Another thing is get to know the map, guys. Like in these games especially, I have to know the spawn points at all times, because if I don't know where they're spawning, then I'm not going to know where to get the next kill, and I'm just going to be running around trying to look for somebody, or I'm going to get flanked. And it definitely helps knowing where they spawn, or like the high traffic areas on the map, like in this one. And that was a silly death. I can't believe I did that. Anyways, on this map, I know that they like to go toward the middle, so I'll either try to work my way around the middle and see if I can flank, or I will just go ahead and go right through the middle and try to pick up a few kills. Chances are going right through the middle isn't your best idea, because the middle is usually where there's the most action. So anytime you try to go in the middle, you're definitely taking a nice chance of dying, especially the fact that somebody else could be trying to flank you. So I would definitely suggest going around the outside of the mouse, but chances are the middle is going to be the highest flow area. So if you could control that portion of the map that that there's going to be a high flow area, then you can definitely get a few kills. And of course, on that, you need to find the best gun for the map. Like, I'm not going to go into Combine, which is a really short map, and try to use the Shiva, which is a single shot weapon, and expect to do really well. On that map, like, I would try to use a VMP, or say if I want to go in the assault rifle, I'd use an HVK, something more fully automatic. That way I can play more to the actual style of the map, rather than try to guess if anybody's up close. Like, just play to the map. That also plays in, getting to know the map itself. You want to know if it's a longer range map, that way you could figure out which kind of engagements that you're actually going to have. So that really helps as well, guys. And another big thing is you really want to kind of get to know the enemy team in these games. Like, for instance, if you have a lot of people in the enemy team rushing, chances are you're going to want to play back and let them rush. That way you can really get the jump on them. Or if they're playing really campy, you can go ahead and flank around them, get a few kills. So if you know what the enemy team's doing, it really helps a lot. And like, if the enemy team is using a lot of SMGs, then chances are you're going to want to use an SMG if you're on a close-up map. But if they're trying to flank you from like a longer range map, you could use that to your advantage and maybe get a nice head glitch or some area where you're going to be able to actually have a advantage on the enemy team, because they're going to be trying to play you up close and you could just pick them off at a distance. So another thing that you guys want to really figure out is what are the map surroundings. Like in this map you have a lot of head glitches right here, and it's definitely something that you're going to have to watch out for yourself, because a lot of people love to use those head glitches. But a good thing about it is you could actually use it to your advantage. And the biggest thing about this map right here is, even though you have all these head glitches, you have so many ways to flank, so you'll definitely want to know your surroundings. That way you can actually get a leg up on the enemy team and honestly just do well. Another thing that you would want to do, guys, is just find your playstyle. Find what you're really good at doing. Me, I kind of play a little bit more conservative, but I definitely do like moving around a lot. Some people prefer camping, and that's fine. If you could do really well camping, then that's awesome. Like this guy in the corner right here, that's his playstyle, I'm not going to knock him. He got me. I mean, good for him. But just find the playstyle that you're more comfortable with, because that's where you're going to find the most fun in the game. Is if you could do really well, just find what you're more comfortable in doing. Then don't try to go out of your comfort zone and like try to rush somebody and end up getting just absolutely destroyed every time. And even on that, like if you're a rusher, you definitely want to get to know the maps, because you want to know exactly where people are, and you just need to know where you're comfortable in playing, and like your knowledge definitely has a lot to do with it. So like on these games especially, you'll see a lot of people camping whenever a game first comes out because they're not comfortable with the maps and stuff like that. Just become comfortable with everything before you even try to switch it up. Just play the way you're comfortable, guys. And the biggest tip that I can give you is your attitude is everything. Like, you can't come into these games and be mad and expect to do really well. You have to have an even temper, or else everything's just going to go downhill. So those are my tips to becoming, honestly, just overall better rounded gamer. I hope that you guys can find that this helps you, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Goped out.